Hey everybody, thanks for watching. I got two Grails that I've always wanted, or been on my want list for like a long time, and I finally went ahead and just pulled the trigger on it. And these two keys I think have a lot of room to grow going forward. Like one's a Silver Age key and one's a Bronze Age key, and I think they have a lot of potential going forward, like I said. But yeah, I've been like wanting these so bad, just for the future investment, but also I love these characters, and I'm interested to see what they do with them in the movies or TV. But let's go ahead and unbox this package. But yeah, I honestly can't believe I own these, because I've been wanting these two books for a very long time, or at least like starting collecting for like a year and a half. I'm like, I probably will never own these comics, but I own them now. But should have probably just did this beforehand, but they packaged it pretty good. Trying to find where the tape is. This is how they put it in there. I thought they would have trying to be at least a little bit careful here. But let's see. Big old reveal. But the first book that I want to show off is this fantastic 449. Honestly, can't believe I own this, because I've always wanted to. I wanted, like, at least for speculation reasons, I wanted to get either this one or 48, and 48's a little bit more expensive, and I'm not really that big of a fan of 48's cover, but this is probably one of the most iconic covers, as far as like, I mean, you got Jack Kirby's art. It's the first cover of Galactus and Silver Surfer. Yeah, but with this is they said they graded this at like a 2.0. Now, it presents a lot better than a 2.0. Mainly because there's water damage on the back cover, on heavy water damage on the back cover, which I'm not gonna pull it out and show you, but that's what brings the grade down. And there is some creases down below and along the spine, but as far as I could tell, it presents very fine. I mean, not very fine, but you know what I mean. It presents like almost like a 4 or 5.0. Just looking at it, like I don't like, as long as the art presents well and all that and it's complete, I'm fine with putting some money on it. But yeah, I'm so excited to have that. I thought this thing was out of my price range, but I decided to pull the trigger on it. I mean, I did drop quite a bit of money on these 2 books, but I feel like it's worth it though. Alright, this is Tomb of Dracula 10, the first appearance of Blade. I can't wait to see what they do with Blade, because they did cast a pretty good actor to play him. Now, I was a very big fan of the first Blade movies with Wesley Snipes. I mean, yeah, and they said they graded this. They said they graded this at a 4.0, and I think it could be clean, because it's like the spine. I'm not seeing a whole lot of stuff going on with the spine, but it's very dirty, or at least the spine looks very dirty. I'm not seeing any kind of major things going on with it as far as spine, like spine issues. Now, there is a little bit of a crease going down this. I don't know if you can see it, but it presents, it's every bit of a 4.0 if it is a 4.0. Now, I think this key right here is undervalued, in my opinion. Blade is a great character, has a lot of future, especially with like with the horror and supernatural area that Marvel wants to go into with the movies and TV. Hopefully, they could totally not do it, and that would be dumb by them, because I think that's a lot of fun. I mean, you bring in, you know, vampires and monsters and all that, it just opens up a whole nother category for them to make money on. But hopefully, like, they do Blade's character right. I'm kind of on the fence about it, because I'm honestly not a big fan of what they're doing with Moon Knight. I mean, it's okay. I'm just not super pumped about it. Like, I should be going into Moon Knight like this is, I'm gonna see Moon Knight take on like monsters and all that, and it's just a lot of too much psychological dialogue and just not putting him in the forefront. They're focusing on other characters and stuff like that. It's just like, so it's got me worried about Blade. Like, are they going to do a Blade movie, or are they going to talk about Blade's daughter or something like that? But I'm glad to have it. I'll tell you what I spent on all the 2 of these books. I think I got the Fantastic Four for $760, and I paid like 11 something for this. So I'm all in with like maybe 1900 with these two books, which I think over the course of the year, I think they could grow in value, especially once we start getting a trailer with Blade. Once we, like, if we hear any rumors about Galactus, if like he's going to be in Fantastic Four, I think these books are going to skyrocket. That's my opinion on it. Who knows what could happen. But yeah, those are the two Grails that I finally acquired, which is this is awesome. I never thought I would ever own these books, but surprisingly, I mean, I say they're affordable. They're still very expensive for lower grade stuff, but it's kind of like keep your eye out for well presenting lower grade stuff to get in. That's what I did, and I feel like this Blade, I feel like could be clean and pressed and turned into like maybe even a 5.5 or 6. Now that might be wishful thinking, but I feel like it presents a lot better than a 4.0, and it could be moved up. Now the Fantastic Four, I think it's a 2.0. I don't think really you could do much with that, especially because of the water damage, but it's a well presenting 2.0, and it's like it's gonna look great on the wall. So all right, before I go, I wanted to touch on a little bit on Neal Adams, because I feel like it needs to be touched on, because I was a big fan. I still am a big fan of Neal Adams' work, and I feel like he's one of those legends in the business. As far as artists goes, like, you know, when I first started collecting, it was just like, it's kind of hard not to know the legends if you're like looking for back issues and whatnot. You quickly learn like all the big names, like these people are a big deal. Like for me, it was, you know, Jack Kirby, Neal Adams, and Todd McFarlane. Like those three artists will be on my like comic book artist Mount Rushmore, kind of. So it's like I kind of want to acknowledge his passing, which is sad, but you got to think of it like he was a legend, or he is a legend. He's gonna live on throughout time with his art. Like, and it's weird because I was actually thinking about buying Batman 227 recently, and I'm like, I just bought these books, and I was looking at like a 6.5 or 7 like signed, and I'm like, wow, I could get that for $1,000. That would be really cool because I love that cover. But I didn't pull the trigger on it, but I definitely want to get a Neal Adams signed 227 one day, you know what I mean? But I just wanted to showcase like 2 of these Neal Adams books that I feel like are undervalued. Like this is Brave and the Bold 93. I just love this cover. This might be it. Like I said this before in another video, this is one of my favorite Batman covers. Just the way the cape looks, and it's a horror cover, but yeah, just what he did with Batman that's the main thing with me with Neal Adams, is what he did with Batman and Superman, and it's just he was like a cornerstone of that, like of the Bronze Age, and help developed the industry like throughout that era, and really propelled that industry going forward, just like Jack Kirby did, just like Todd McFarlane did. But this Superman cover, this has to be one of my favorite Superman covers of all time. This is just classic Neal Adams, and I love the background. I don't know why, I'm just like a sucker for the photo city backgrounds. They just look really good with the superhero art. And yeah, I think this is the first like Neal Adams cover that I held in my hand and be like, whoa, this is a great cover. But yeah, but I just wanted to pay my respects to Neal Adams, because he is important to their overall comic like industry and like what he did. But all right, guys, I'll leave it on that note. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see y'all later.